It is Warrior Wednesday. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Excited to be with you. It is August 10th here on the East Coast. It's about 9:35 Eastern Standard Time. And if you're in other parts of the world, it is probably morning because you're probably in the future. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Excited to be with you and excited to impart on you some wisdom on this Warrior Wednesday. So speaking of wisdom, as a matter of fact, I was sharing with a group, and also if you're tuning in and you are on my Instagram feed, you will see that I post videos every day, doing challenges, doing other stuff. One video specifically I posted today, very short, less than 3 minutes, is about a book that I'm reading and I'm encouraging many of my clients to read called Tiny Habits. And that book actually was recommended to me by my business coach who recommended that book, and she is amazing. Her name is Shanda, and the book it's called Tiny Habits by BJ Fogg, and it's about how you can adjust your habits and build your habits in a way that work for you versus you being in ownership of your habits, in other words, right? And how do you build habits that serve you versus habits that do not serve you? Because you all know that we have some habits that work for us and some habits that do not work for us. And if you know what I mean, that falls for all of us. Hey, Jack, thank you for tuning in. Great to see you, love. So with that being said, if you have not read the book Tiny Habits by BJ Fogg, read it because it's going to make a huge difference for you. You can get it on Audible. It's summertime. You can go for a walk, listen to it, get some golden nuggets, and implement the strategies. He has a method and methodology and how you can shift your habits so that your habits work for you versus you working for your habits, which is not where you want to be. All right. So I wanted to impart that wisdom on you before we move on to the next part. So with that being said, if you're on here live, say hello, say what's up, let me know that you're here. And when you catch the replay, comment with hashtag Encore and let me know that you caught the replay. That's right. All right. So anyway, we're getting spicy over here. All right. So with that being said, today we're talking about, first of all, it's month of August. So if you watched my video from last time, we talked about August being the month of abundance. And abundance happens when you are in connection and locking arms with people, because abundance does not happen by itself. Transformation does not happen in isolation. So if you're isolating yourself, you're not partnering up with other people, you're not connected with other people, you are not growing, you are going to be dying. I hate to say it, but it's actually true. All right. So we are designed to be with other people. So why am I sharing this with you? Because abundance is about creating connections, collaborations, partnerships, all that good stuff. And you don't, in any endeavor in life, you don't want to do it alone. You want to build. And that's really the focus of the conversation today, is about building. Who are you building with and what are you building? Okay. So I'll give you some examples. I was having a conversation with a client earlier today, and the inspiration about he's building a new vertical for his business, and we're talking about like things that get in the way, like, you know, our emotions get in the way, our feelings get in the way. Like, you know, if you're with me, say you're with me, because we all have that, including myself, right? However, when you're focused on a vision and you're really focused on following through on this commitment, and you're focused on building, you're focused on being a blessing, you're focused on sharing your brilliance with the world, you are going to let go of any story or conversation that is holding you back from moving forward. So I'm going to say that again. So 3 pillars that will support you in building is 1, connecting with your brilliance. You have brilliance, you have gifts, you have talents, you have God-given gifts, you have so much to offer. So connect with that brilliance of yours, get so dialed in on what it is, and then commit to making a difference. So commit from being brilliant, commit to being a blessing. Focus on sharing your gift with other people, because living is all about giving. I heard that from one of my mentors. Living is giving. Living is giving. I'm going to say that again. Living is giving. Okay. So if you're giving to yourself, you're not really living. You know what I'm saying? And actually, when people are depressed, is because they're not giving to other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, like, when I was depressed, I'll be honest, when I was depressed, I wasn't focused out. I was focused in, right? And when we're focused out, you're not going to be depressed because you're focused out. You're outwards. You're focused on making a difference with other people, right? So living is giving. So number 1, connect with your brilliance. Brilliance, right? Connect with your brilliance. Number 2, be a blessing, go out there and make a difference for other people. Number 3, build. Let's focus. What are we building? What are you building? Are you building a business? Are you building your health? Are you building your career? Are you building your life? Are you building a relationship? Like, what are you building? Okay, so let's get really clear on what you're building and focus on the build. So focus on tapping into your brilliance, use your gifts and be a blessing for other people, and lock arms with other people that have a very similar vision, if not the same vision, and partner up with them to build, to collaborate. So I'll just give you an example. One of my visions is to do, and this is something I find myself stuck in at times, is strength training. I do teach kickboxing a couple of days a week. I do multiple things, among other stuff. But strength training, for me, if I don't have accountability, like anyone, by the way, when we don't have accountability, we're not going to follow through. That's including myself, right? So we can have willpower, but I know myself. I know what my strengths are. I know where I fall short. And so you know where you fall short. So where do you fall short? And you get to be honest with where you fall short. And that's where you get to ask for support, lean in on other people that can lock arms with you and build with you, right? So as I'm building, and this is something I do in different areas, and this is also something I coach my clients to do. Whatever you're building, look at who else wants to build something like you and lock arms with them and build together. So for example, myself, okay, going back to the example of strength training, right? So for me, I know that when I have accountability, I will show up. If I don't have accountability, it'll be a hit or miss because we are human, including myself. I'm being really honest, right? So I have 2 levels of accountability for strength training. I have a trainer that I hired to work with, and I also have a friend that I'm partnering up with who has a very similar goal of strength training. And I was like, you know what? Let's do it together, right? So why am I sharing this with you? Because you want to grow. My vision always is, as I'm growing, I want others to grow with me. As I'm rising, I want others to rise with me. We all want to rise together. We all want to elevate together. We all want to up level together. If you are someone who is committed to rising, up leveling, growing, say I, because I get to see you and I get to connect with you. All right. So, and Jack, I think you're still tuning in. I'm not sure, but if you are, I want to hear from you. All right. So again, number 1, I'm going to recap. Connect with your brilliance. What are you brilliant at? What are you great at? What are you skilled at? What are you known for? What do people come to you to? All right. Number 2, be a blessing. Go out there, share your gift with the world. Be a blessing to other people. Focus on being a blessing. And then number 3, look at who and what are you building. What do you want to build, and who wants to build the same thing that you are, that may be in the same step that you're in, or maybe they're a few steps ahead of you, and you are committed to accelerating with them, because the name of the game is momentum. The name of the game is urgency. The name of the game is acceleration. There's no time for procrastination. Let's focus on acceleration. If you're with me, say I am with you, because we all get to move very quickly and create results relatively quickly. There's no time to waste. All right. I'm very, very passionate about that, as you can see. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up, call it a night. It is late here on the East Coast. However, I'm doing this because I am committed to delivering content for you on Warrior Wednesdays. Okay. So with that being said, your next steps, your mission for this week is share with me, what is your brilliance? What are you brilliant at? Who are you going to reach out to? Or actually, let me take a step back. Who do you want to be a blessing for? Who do you want to be a blessing for? Who do you want to share your gifts with? Share with me. Who do you want to share your gifts with? And then number 3, who are you going to build with? Who are you going to partner up with? Who are you going to take with you? And maybe have someone under your wings. Take someone under your wings and grow with them. You know what I'm saying? Or lead them. Or maybe you can go under someone else's wings who's ahead of you and they can lead you, right? So don't do it alone is my message for you. Share your gifts. Don't be stingy. Be generous. Be a source of inspiration for others. And I will see you next week for Warrior Wednesday. Share your biggest takeaway. Share this with other people so we can spread the love, spread the wisdom, spread the warrior efforts here, okay? Because we're on a mission, all right? All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you, and I'll see you next week. Mwah. Bye for now.